Hi, my name is Mark Green, and today I would like to persuade you not to text while driving. You see, I can tell you a story that personally hits home. One day on a sunny day while driving, I received a text, and I decided to look down, and I'll never forget what the text message read. It read, "Where are you at?" Well, I was distracted, and I looked down, and when I looked up, I heard screeching and siren sounds. And the next thing you know, I hit a car. And I blanked out. The last thing that I remember is, "Where you at?" You see, today, I would like to talk to you about texting while driving. And this is a reason not to do it. Because of what I've experienced, I would like to share with you today. Texting and driving needs to stop. And the next few moments I would like to spend with you and talk about the distractions that come along with texting while driving, the laws that need to be stiffened, and penalties that need to be enforced, and also an increase of injuries and fatalities. Today, I would ask you to stop texting while driving. Where you at? I'll never forget that. And I'll never forget that I will never text and drive again as long as I live. If I receive a text, I will pull over or simply answer at a later time. You see, distractions while driving and texting is at an all-time high. And while we're constantly looking on Facebook and Twitter and other applications on our phone, we're constantly being distracted. You see, there are percentages that say texting while driving is not only dangerous, but it's fatal. Nearly 45% of people have been hit or nearly hit because someone was texting and driving on their phone. 9 people are killed on a daily basis, and 1,153 more people are injured due to texting while driving. Where you at? I'll never forget that. So distractions cause you visual impairment, manual impairment, and cognitive impairment. Visually, you take your eyes off the road. Manually, you reach for the cell phone. And cognitively, you lose focus of all the things that are going on except the road. And so that is the reason why there are so many distractions. People cannot multitask and drive at the same time. The next thing is there need to be stiffer laws and penalties in place. There need to be stiffer laws because all 50 states need to be involved in banning cell phone use altogether. And since we live in Texas, there are 40 cities that have laws, but only San Antonio and Austin have banning laws on cell phone use. Where I live in the colony, there's no laws in place. So people around me are constantly texting and doing all kinds of things on their cell phone and putting themselves and also the possibility of me at risk. So what do I say? Stiffer laws. Well, Texas is proposing tickets of $200 to $250. They're talking about suspending licenses. Well, that's a start. But we can also increase it to fully banning because it has become an epidemic and many lives are lost due to texting while driving. Also, there has been an epidemic taken by storm by this little cell phone that is so popular among our society. 21% of fatal crashes each year for teens between the ages of 16 and 19. And it's also growing by 4% each year because the cell phone has become so popular. 1/5 of all drivers are texting adult drivers. And at any given time, 800,000 people are on their cell phones at any given time. Also, last but not least, there's a 5-second rule. If you are driving 55 miles an hour for 5 seconds being distracted, you have driven the length of a football field blindfolded. There has been 521,000 accidents and deaths each year due to cell phone use and texting while driving. That has to stop. Where you at? I'll never forget that. In conclusion, the things that I talked about today is being distracted while driving, the laws in place that need to be stiffened, and also the increase in accidents and fatalities that has plagued our society due to cell phone use and texting while driving. You see, it's near and dear to my heart, and I want to tell you that I will never do it, and I want to persuade you to not to do it either. Please help me. Do not text and drive. And I'll never forget where you at. Thank you.